Hi everyone, thought I'd do a video update because it's been over a year since I've done one. So yeah, it's not going to be about weight loss or anything like that, just be about my life and why I haven't really done videos. So after my last video, kind of went on living my life and dating people, and then, well, I joined a website, a dating website, which I'm not really a fan of them. Most men on there are sleaze bags, but I thought I'd join, and I did get the usual sleaze bags, but eventually I found a guy and started speaking to him. He seemed really nice. He had a car, he had a good job. He was a stores manager. 27 years old, is 28 now. And he was really funny and down to earth and had nice dark hair and green eyes. So I thought, okay, he's nice. 6'2", stuff like that. So yeah, we spoke online and via text message for 3 weeks, like day and night, non-stop. And then we used Snapchat as well. We were just like sending random photos of stuff to each other. We never really sent photos of ourselves to each other. But yeah, so we did that. After about 3 weeks, we decided to go on our first date. He picked me up being the traditional gentleman and brought me a big bouquet of flowers, and he surprised me. He did a surprise date. He took me to the zoo, which is only once in 3 weeks of us talking did I mention to him that I actually love animals, and he actually remembered, which was really sweet. So yeah, we did that, and we were meant to spend about 4 hours together on our first date. When we were together 12 hours, just over 12 hours. It just flew by. You know, when you meet someone, it's just like you've known them for ages. That's what it was like. We had no awkward silences. We were just always talking, and just had everything, well, not everything in common, but most things in common, and we just gelled really well. So yeah, after that 3 weeks of us dating, we moved in together unofficially. Basically just meant that we were sleeping in the same bed at his house every night. So I stayed at his for about 6 months living with him. Now he's gone to mine, 6 months living with me and my parents, because we're now currently saving up for a mortgage. So yeah, so that's the big gist of what's happened this past year. I've actually met my Prince Charming. I mean, all the men I've ever dated in the past have been cheaters, or didn't have ambition, didn't have drive, just losers really. Cheap losers as well, constantly trying to get money off me, making me pay for stuff and all this. I mean, Daniel's so different. He, you know, he's really old-fashioned, like, oh, I'm the man, I'll make the money, I'll look after my family, I'm paying for, you know, for everything. And I'm not a gold digger, but, you know, it's nice to, you know, a man is meant to be on his own 2 feet, you know. He doesn't need to be propped up by a woman. It's ridiculous. And he is not like that, so which is brilliant. It's really romantic. Every month on the 26th is our monthly anniversary, and he actually celebrates that. He buys me a big bouquet of flowers every single month on the 26th of the month, and he'll buy me at least 2 pieces of jewellery, either sterling silver or white gold, because I don't like anything yellow and I don't like fake jewellery. And he always buys me a pack of Dunkin' Donuts, because I love them. But I try to limit my intake of them, so he does that for me monthly, which is really sweet. Yeah, I mean, every single piece of jewellery that I've got on me, he's bought me. Like, white gold, diamonds, you know, everything. He's just amazing. Every week as well, we have a date night, because obviously we moved in together so early on. We decided to have a date night every week, just to make sure we still, you know, we're in a relationship. We don't want to be an old married couple, even though we kind of are. So every week he takes me out on a date for dinner, and cinema, or bowling and dinner. And He always buys me a bouquet of flowers every single Thursday as well, on top of the monthly one as well, so that's really nice. It's all material things, but it's just, he gives me a lot of emotional support as well. Like, he is my best friend. He will always, when I say to myself, oh, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, all this and that, he'll just be like, no, you're beautiful, shut up. You're my beautiful princess. And every morning we wake up, he always has to kiss me, and before we go to bed, has to kiss me, and he'll always be like, you're morning princess, or night princess, and all this. Like, he's just amazing. He's kind of like my backbone. Yeah, and then February of this year, February 14th, which obviously, as you guys know, is Valentine's Day, he took me to a beautiful restaurant that imitates the Taj Mahal, so it looked like a little mini version of the palace. It looked beautiful. Walked in there, it was all decorated with hearts and obviously the balloons and all that, because it's Valentine's Day, and it's in an Indian restaurant, which I absolutely love Indian food. He took me there and he proposed. Yay! This is a 2-carat Neil Lane, the American celebrity designer. This is my engagement ring, designed by him. Let's get the light on because it helps with this annoying camera, but it's got, I can't get it, but it's got diamonds all over, even underneath. And it's just really pretty. He also got me this for Christmas, which is a nice one as well. It's like 3 flowers. It's also a diamond ring, but yeah. I mean, it was a lot cheaper than this one. This one was very expensive. I should know, because I actually hinted that I liked this one. So yeah, he gave me, we kind of sat there having dinner for Valentine's Day, and he gave me a present. We'd obviously given each other our Valentine's Day presents, but he was like, oh, here's one more present. So I was like, that's a bit weird, because we sat at the table. So I opened this box, and it was a puzzle. It was just loads of puzzle pieces. And I was like, oh my god, what do you want? You gave me a puzzle box, so that's really sweet. Like, you gave me a puzzle, jigsaw puzzle. And he was like, I want you to put it together now. And I was like, we're kind of eating. And he was like, no, put it together now. So, yeah, I kind of sat there putting it together. And it was just a picture of a giant heart. And on the front of it was a poem. I can't remember the exact poem. The puzzle box, I still have it. It's under my bed. But the last 2 lines were something like, but princess, if you please, turn to your right and you'll see me kneeling on my knee, or something, on my knee. So I turned, obviously, and he was on one knee, and that's how he proposed. So that was very sweet. And yeah, everyone in the restaurant, all the waiters who were male, they came down and congratulated my fiance, shook his hand, and they brought us a present as well, a nice little porcelain ornament sort of thing, like a vase. It was really nice. Yeah, so that's us engaged and all that, so that's brilliant. So this is my first announcement that yes, I'm engaged, and you know, I'm busy. I don't really go on YouTube anymore because I go to work, I come home, I make my fiance lunch for the next day and myself lunch. He'll then come home and he'll make us dinner because he's a fabulous cook and he loves cooking for me as well. And then we just cuddle up in bed. We're always in bed, just cuddling up and kissing and watching TV or whatever. Or we go out to the theatre a lot, and watch plays, or we go to the zoo a lot. I've been to the zoo quite a few times. Or we watch films, or we play games, you know, just things like that. He doesn't really like it if I'm on the computer too much, because then I'm away from him and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's just a lovely guy. He's really funny, down to earth, not a bad bone in his body. He likes to help people, and he's generous. He's one of those really rare to find gentlemen, which I've got to say, they don't really exist anymore, and he's one in a million. So yeah, thank you, Daniel, for all my beautiful jewellery, and for being just the most amazing fiance ever, and soon to be husband. Next year we'll be married. So yes, I will do another video because I have another announcement to make.